The best long-term stocks are those that you can buy and hold for years without questioning, and these three fit the bill. The best long-term stocks are those with safe, diversified businesses and piles of cash on hand to continue changing with the times. Microsoft is a strong pick because the tech giant has been around and thrived through several market cycles. BAE, the defense industry, comes with plenty of critics, but when it comes to long-term growth, it's a relatively safe bet. Apple. Apple's ecosystem has created a band of loyal followers that have seen the company through economic ups and downs. Let's dive in. If you can only buy one long-term stock, it better be one of these names. Welcome to Timely Investment Research. The best long-term stocks are the kind of investment you can buy and forget about almost immediately. The stock market is filled with chatter about how different events might impact long-term prospects. However, companies that have solid foundations, a compelling product or service, and boatloads of cash can ride out just about any storm. If you're looking for long-term picks, it makes sense to consider defensive industries. Most sectors tend to rise and fall alongside the economy, but there are a handful that tend to see strong demand no matter the economic conditions. A good place to start is the defense sector. This is considered an essential spend for most governments. In the United States, President Joe Biden's 2024 defense budget request was $100 billion higher than 2023 levels. Another good way to find solid long-term stocks to buy is looking in beaten-down sectors. Often, the long-term picks in sectors that have been abandoned are undervalued because investors have thrown the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak. The tech sector is worth visiting in this capacity. Although tech stocks have made an impressive comeback since the start of the year, they're still well below their 2021 highs. Higher interest rates mean valuations starting to look lofty in the sector. However, there are still some solid picks in the sector that are absolutely worth buying and forgetting. In this sector, it's important to look for companies that have solid cash flow and plenty of experience reinventing themselves. It's tempting to pick up a hot new stock that's capitalizing on the next big tech trend. However, if the aim is to buy a stock and hold on to it for the long term, larger, more established blue chips like these are the way to go. Number 1. Microsoft. Microsoft has been around for decades, and it's no stranger to reinvention, making it a strong pick among long-term stocks to buy. However, it boasts a business with several strong segments. Having said that, when one part starts to struggle, the others can pick up the slack. Currently, it's personal computing that's lagging, reflecting the challenging consumer environment. However, Microsoft's cloud business has been able to offset this weakness. Cloud is likely to be Microsoft's growth engine for the next few years, but CEO Satya Nadella is keen to continue building out AI as a future growth platform. For now, it remains a shiny new toy with little commercial value, but that's likely to change as the group embeds it into its existing suite of products. Plus, Microsoft is sitting on a net cash pile of more than $50 billion. That means the group will have no trouble maneuvering through a tricky economic climate while still returning cash to shareholders. Number 2. BAE Systems. The defense sector boasts plenty of long-term stocks to buy, and BAE Systems is no exception. BAE Systems makes military equipment like aircraft carriers and fighter jets, so demand for these products is relatively stable. The current environment has meant most governments are keen to increase spending in this area. BAE Systems has been able to snag many of those dollars. What's nice about the defense space is revenue visibility. The contracts tend to stretch far into the future with revenue spread across many years. BAE Systems' order book was sitting at around £59 billion, $79 billion, and that's only expected to rise as orders increase. While defense is insulated, it's not immune to ups and downs. Elevated defense budgets are a feature of geopolitical turmoil. Once resolved, we could see orders slow down. However, BAE Systems is using the current influx of cash to build out strategic parts of the business like cyber and intelligence. With a dividend of close to 3% and plenty of cash running through the business to cover it, BAE Systems is a strong pick for long-term investors. Number 3. Apple. Apple has long been at the top of investors' list when it comes to long-term stocks to buy. The group has its finger on the pulse of what consumers want, and it has created an ecosystem that's difficult to escape. The result has been a band of loyal followers who are consistently willing to upgrade their phones despite the premium. This was evident in the most recent results, which showed that despite lackluster product sales, iPhone sales were at record highs. Given the handsets make up more than half of revenue, this was undoubtedly a good thing. However, Apple's keen to build out other parts of the business. Services are the next frontier, with the group's streaming, music, and fitness services all acting as new growth engines. Growth here is stoked by strong iPhone sales. The more people with Apple phones, the more people caught up in the group's net. Apple's also got a strong balance sheet that supports the group's commitment to returning cash to shareholders. Buybacks have been a feature for Apple investors, and that's not expected to stop anytime soon. Thanks for spending some time with us today, Timely Investment Research. We're so glad you did. If you found value in today's video, please give us a like, hit that bell icon to never miss an upload, and hey, don't forget to subscribe.